Let me share my screen. Let me know once it is visible, right? Can you see my screen? Yes. Thank you. So first of all, thanks for joining this call as a Power BI demo session. So we are going to discuss about what is Power BI, and as a part of agenda, I just come up with some very important. I mean, whoever not aware of this Power BI desktop or else how it will work, the tool, how we are going to do that activities and all. I just come up with an agenda with some minutes. At the end of the session, I'm going to take the questions, whatever you have in, I mean, prospects, so that we will discuss accordingly. Before moving on to this agenda part, I'll just try to give a brief about myself. I'm Rajendra. I'm a BS specialist and consultant. Uh, overall 13 plus years of experience on Microsoft technologies, working on like a data warehouse as well as an Informatica tools. Started with my career as an Informatica, and past 7.5 years, I am with Power BI tool. So where I'm going to do an architecture development as well as end-to-end Power BI related activities. And I'm a Power BI certified trainer as well as MCT member, Microsoft certified trainer too, where I'm going to give the trainings as well as internally and as well as global prospects. And I'm a Power BI community member where I'm going to give my support and the Microsoft teams with whoever having some problems on Microsoft Power BI tool to usage and all. You can get in touch with me on the LinkedIn. I started writing the blogs, YouTube as well, where I'm going to monthly releases will be happen and the community logo. You can get in touch with me here. Okay, fine. I'd just like to know from your end also how much experience or else do you aware of this Power BI tool or not? I just prepared a Slido here, so I'm just expecting some answers also from you. Okay, I will share you the link. Please try to respond in the chat. Okay, is my voice is clear or else any challenges? Voice is clear. From your end, the question is experience you guys with Power BI. So can you please try to rate? Use the link in the chat box. Fine. So I'm just trying to take the rating like never used Power BI 55%, beginner 28, some people are advanced, like intermediate knowledge also they have where 17%. Good. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. So as per the demo, as I said, right, we are going to capture the very basic why Power BI and what are the activities. So how we are going to work with Power BI. So as a part of minutes, which I have provided there, the initial agenda, we will discuss. So first of all, Microsoft Power BI Desktop. It's a product from the Microsoft actually. It's a product which has been released in 2015. Okay, the product has been released in 2015, June 28. I mean, no need to remember the date, but remember the year. Okay. First of all, it's a free application. So what it will do in the sense we will discuss in the later part. It's a free application. It is available. We can download it from the Microsoft website. It's freely. Okay. So we can install in our local computers, or else maybe if you are using laptops, you can install it there. So what we will do, so what type of activities after installation we will perform by using this Power BI desktop. If you are observing here, you can connect the data. So we are going to play with the different types of data source systems. What is a data source systems? We will discuss. So we will connect to the Excel files, or else maybe my data is stored in an SQL server, or else maybe my data, some data is available in a cloud-based application means we are going to connect the data source system. Okay, different source systems. After that, we are going to perform. The data should be sometimes unstructured type 2, or else maybe semi-structured. I will tell you what it is. Okay. And final goal should be something like by using this Power BI desktop, we are going to visualize it. We are going to do some visualizations on the top. The connected data, which is in the tablet model, tablet kind of a schema, we are going to bring that analysis in the form of different type of charts, like bar charts or else a donut chart. Examples I'm saying, line and clustered column chart, maybe some advanced squinky charts. So if you're observing here, the users, first, if you want to bring and work on this application, we need to connect to the data sources and then perform the data cleanup activities. Like example, I have connected one data, which is having in the form of a table with 50 columns. Some of the fields I'm not going to use it. So I want to perform some cleaning. Okay, those are all 50 columns. I'm not going to use it in the visual level. So I need to remove some unwanted columns, which I'm not going to use in the visual. So we will perform inside the tool with cleaning. And then we are going to create the different set of visuals. So some charts, graphs, kind of a representation we are going to perform. And finally, the collection of visuals which you are trying to create, that one we are going to call it as a report. Okay, collection of different charts, graphs, we are going to call it as a report development. And finally, I have prepared a report, but what we will do with that report. So we are going to start sharing that report to the business users. So whoever expecting to see some analysis, which is in the tablet or else some data, which is backend, they want to see some insights, visualizations. We are going to start sharing this report by connecting to another environment name called Power BI services. So here, whenever if you are getting started with this Power BI, we have two different environments. Power BI desktop is a static environment. You can install it on our board. Power BI services, which is a cloud-based environment. So it will be, the data will be resides in the cloud, Azure environment. So two environments that we have, Power BI desktop, Power BI services. Desktop installation is free and Power BI service. I mean, like if you start using the Power BI cloud application means there is some charges. Okay, monthly basis, Microsoft is going to, I mean, there is some allocation on that. There is some charges on usage part. Two environments that we have, Power BI desktop, and Power BI services. So if you are observing my first slide here, we are going to connect the data from the Power BI desktop, do the data cleanup activities in Power BI desktop only. We are going to create the visuals also in Power BI desktop. Okay. So as a part of a development, we are going to do maximum activities in Power BI desktop currently. Maybe in future, they will migrate all these development activities also to the Power BI cloud, okay, which is going to come in maybe in some months. Okay. So two environments, Power BI desktop and Power BI services. See here, what we are going to do this, the steps that we have to keep in our mind whenever you are getting started with this Power BI application. We are going to bring some data into the tool, that is Power BI desktop, and we are going to create a report. So in Power BI desktops only, we are going to create a report development, collection of visuals. We are calling it as a report development. And then we are going to publish into the another environment name called Power BI services. So just now we discussed two environments. First one, we are going to call it as a desktop, and we are going to publish the report to the services. Okay. And those reports, I mean, published reports, we can start sharing those to the people who are expecting to see some business insights. So they want to take some quick business decisions by observing your charts or else graphs, which you are going to develop. Okay. And the business user, they can start view your report. That means they will check your report and interact what type of analysis we are trying to do. And then they can see the reports by using their mobile applications. It will be get supported there. Okay, it will get support with the mobiles or else a tab, or else maybe they can try to see your report by using their laptops too. Okay. So these are the steps that we have to remember whenever you're going to get started with this Power BI. Bring the data, publish into the cloud, that is Power BI services, and start sharing this report to the business users. Okay. If the end user, the customer is having some queries or something new visual that has to bring, they can communicate communicate with us as a developer. We need to accommodate accordingly. We can start adding some new visuals accordingly. Okay. So these are the regular rules as a part of roles and responsibilities. If you want me to, if you are asking, these are the rules and responsibilities we are going to take. Okay, once we get started with this Power BI application. See here how it will work. What is Power BI? If you're observing, I have added the first left-hand side, right? Some data source systems, like maybe my data gets resides on SQL Server or MySQL, or maybe my data is get loaded in some Excel files, or maybe the file folder extractions too. I can try to extract different source system by using this Power BI desktop. If you're observing the center, this is our application. This is our Power BI desktop application. We are going to extract it, inject the data into this Power BI desktop application. Inside, we are going to perform the cleanup activities. So just mention the settings icon. We are going to perform the data transformation activities. And finally, the representation should be in the form of visual layer. We are going to do some different type of a charts building here. That's what we are going to do here by using this Power BI desktop. Let me showcase in the practical way. How many of you install this Power BI desktop in your missions? If it is available, well and good. Please maintain the same Power BI desktop application. If it is not available at your end, Power BI desktop application, where it is, I'm going to share you in the chat box. How many of you having this Power BI desktop? The application should be something in this icon. You able to see, right? This is the one. Is that available? In the chat box, please try to respond in chat. Or else let me share you. Can you use this link? Just try to select it. Whoever not having this application in your missions, just try to select it. As a site, it is a free application. We can download on our phone. Just try to select it. You able to see this one? This window everywhere. Can you able to see this window? Yes, no. Fine. So here we can download another boot. Click on the download option. You can see two different categories, that is Power BI Desktop Setup.exe. Another one is 64-bit. So these are the versions, okay, version control. System types, 32-bit system type and then 64-bit system type. So I hope maximum your laptops or else emission should be something like 64-bit, 64 extension. Try to select it, download. Okay, download the exe file. Hopefully maximum, I mean like most of the laptops current environment 64 system type. Just try to select the 64-bit and try to download it, the exe file. Okay, if you're using the versions, Windows versions older, just try to check with another exe file that is 32-bit. Just try to extract it. Okay, please try to download. So icon should be something like in this way, Power BI Desktop Setup underscore 64. Okay, it will be available in this way. If you are using your office missions, if you are not able to install this application, try to download it. After that, by default location should be download here. By default, the file availability here, right click, okay, run as an administrator. Okay, you have to do, if you're using your office laptops, right click, run as an administrator. Still some restrictions, just try to cut it and paste it on the desktop. Okay, here also you have to run it as an administrator. Right click, run it as an administrator. So you can see that option. Okay, the final product should be something like it is the one. Okay, it should be available with this icon. Okay, Microsoft with an image, 3 horizontal bars. Okay, the final product, it will be available in this way. This is the Power BI desktop application. So that's now we discussed, right? Most of our development activities we are going to perform in Power BI desktop. Currently, still it is a static environment only. Coming days, this application will be migrated to the cloud application. So it has been included in the Microsoft Fabric. Maybe tomorrow, if time permits, I will discuss what is Microsoft Fabrics and all. So in future, this Microsoft Power BI desktop, which is we are calling it as a desktop, there is a plan to migrate to the cloud environment. So which is, this is the Power BI services. Just now we discussed, right? Power BI services, cloud-based environment. Okay. Try to download it. Okay. We will discuss about this application too. One of the things that we have to keep in every mind. Hope everyone downloaded, right? Unable to install? Response please in the chat box. Everyone able to download? Yes. Fine. So I hopefully everyone downloaded this Power BI desktop. So if you can open this one, right? This is the one. So this is the front end view. So Power BI desktop, once you get installed and this application in our laptop solutions, this is the front end view. So Power BI desktop, on the left hand side, you can see some images, icons. Okay. This is a ribbon. So home ribbon or else a ribbon part we are going to call the above part. Okay. Home, insert, modeling, this one we will call it as a ribbon. And down, whoever already worked on Excel files, it is almost similar features. Okay, you can see it. And down, we are going to call it as a page here. So in Power BI Desktop, we are going to call it as a pages, page 1, 2, 3, and so on. But in Excel, we will know, we are aware of it. It's a sheet, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, and so on. So most of the features which are almost similar to the Excel file, whoever already worked or is aware of the Excel, the similar features we can see it in the Power BI desktop too, but some differentiation is there. Okay. So if you're observing on the left hand side, right, three different tabs that we have by default, you are observing the visualization tab. So this is the visualization area as a canvas. So where you are going to do the analysis after that, bringing the different types of charts and graphs here only. So in this particular canvas. So as of now, I haven't added any data, so it should be blank now. So if you're observing, add some data to your report development. So I haven't added any data now. So once you bring some data into this Power BI desktop application, you can start visualizing here in this particular canvas. Okay, let's try to bring some data. So here, if you're observing, quick data source systems like Excel file, if you want to bring the data from an Excel, just to select it, okay? You can just try to select it. You can bring some data. Maybe I want to connect to an Excel, which is having some information. I can connect, I can try to select it and open the file and bring this information into my Power BI. Like that. Maybe if you want to get some tables, which is an SQL Server data source system, into my Power BI. Just try to select and pass the server details, username, password accordingly, server database application, and bring some tables into your Power BI desktop application. So that means you are calling the connectors and then we are bringing some information from the backend source systems to your Power BI. So we are just trying to copy the data which is available from Excel or server or Azure cloud-based application. We are bringing the data into your Power BI desktop application. Like that, there is a last option, try a sample data set. Whenever you are installing this Power BI desktop application, by default, a sample Excel file will be get attached and loaded. Okay. So try a sample data, select it. Click on the try a sample data, load sample data, which is a financial data source system they have added, which is in the form of an Excel format. We are bringing that file into this Power BI desktop. See here, by default, you can see this navigator for any kind of a source system. After connecting to the source, you can see this dialog navigator window. So on the left hand side, databases names if you're connecting to the SQL. So as of now, I'm connecting to an Excel file. So I can see the format that is financial sample.xls format. So in the two different sheets that are available, financial and the sheet. So I'm going to connect the financial sheet. Okay, select it, select it. Okay, don't select it in the center. Try to select this, checkbox, left hand side. Okay. On the right side, you can see the data preview. So this is the data preview, how many number of columns that we have, how the data should be structured or else unstructured or semi-structured. You can see it on the right hand side. So as of now, I can easily understand the data. So these are the different columns that are available and some records. So these are the different values or else the rows that we have. right? Segment, country, product, discount, these are all the columns, right? I can easily understand. Maybe I think this data set is in structured format. So how we are going to do that? So how we are going to load it? So if you're observing right hand side down, load and transform it. So you want to load this table into the Power BI desktop, you can load it. Or you want to perform some data transformations. That means just now we discussed, right? That data cleanup activities we can perform inside this tool. That means unwanted columns, unwanted duplicate information. These are all the things we can get removed by using the transform data. So which activity we are going to perform? So here we have to be more cautious. So instead of directly selecting the transform data or else cancel the Power BI desktop, connecting to the Excel file, try to load it. Okay, first try to load this file into your application. Load it. So we are trying to copy the file which is available in the backend location into your Power BI desktop. So I'm just trying to copy and paste it into my Power BI desktop. 700 records, it is available. Okay. So in center now, if you're observing, I have already extracted some table, some file. I want to bring some visualization. So the icon, the image, the canvas, header will be changed. Build visuals with your connected data. So where is my table? On the right hand side, if you're observing data file, this is my table information. And these are all entities, attributes, columns. Sales, cost of goods and services, country, these are all my entities, right? So I want to view my data, how it looks like. So financial table you have connected. I want to see the data information. So how we are going to observe. You no need to open the Excel file. So here itself, we have a tab name called data view or data tab. So we just copied it, right? By using this data view, we can observe how many number of columns that we have. So what are the numeric information that we have? Which field is referring the numeric data? So you no need to open the backend Excel file again and again. Okay, when you are trying to work on some data files. Okay, see here, segment, country, these are all the categorical information. So maybe which is representing some type of products or in some categories, like a country, these many countries that are available. Okay, categorical information. And also I can observe some numbers, some numerical metric informations too, like a profit, cost of goods and services, and so on. Okay, so I have loaded with 700 rows, 700 records that are available, 700 records in the left hand side corner down corner here. Table information is financial, 700 records that is available. Okay. So maybe in this particular financial, some columns I'm not going to use it. Example, maybe I'm not interested with discount band. This information I'm not interested. I'm not going to build a visual by using discount band. And maybe I'm not going to build a visualization based on cost of goods and services, which is not required for my business analysis. So what we will do? So I know I don't want these two columns, discount band and the cost of goods and COGS. Okay. So instead of making and loading this table and again, whenever you are performing some data refreshes, we can delete it. We can remove these two unwanted columns. So where we are going to do that? Don't remove it here. Right click and delete the columns. Okay. So currently these two columns is not useful for my analysis. I want to remove it. Okay. I want to remove these two columns. So to perform that activity, as I said, we are going to make use of transform data. So I want to do some data cleanup activities. To perform that activity, I'm navigating to the transform data. I have loaded the table. Now I want to remove some unwanted columns here in this particular financial. So how we are going to do that? So see here, select the home tab here, click on the home tab. Here we have an option name called transform data. Click on this. Select it. So inside the Power BI desktop application, there is another layer. So that one we are going to call it as a Power Query Editor. So in this Power Query Editor only, we are going to perform the data transformation activity. So ETL activities, extract, transform, and load it into the Power BI desktop, back to the Power BI desktop. So from Power Query Editor also we can get extract some source system. So as I said, right, we are going to bring some data. So from Power Query Editor also we can extract some new source systems. Okay. So I connected to the Power Query Editor. Left hand side, I can observe the financial. In center, the data view, so which you are observing the data, how the number of columns that are available, how the data information looks like. So here I want to remove some columns. So that is discount band is not required for my analysis part. So see here, discount band and so on. So another column, COGS, right? So how we are going to remove it? It's very simple activities. See here, right click on the top of this column, COGS, remove it. Okay, I just want to remove this particular column. So if you're observing, right click, these are all the data transformation activities. So what activity you're going to perform, which transformation you want to perform. So I just removed one of the column name called COGS, cost of goods and services. So that activity it will be get enrolled or else it will be get affected. So whatever the step, data transformation steps that you have performed on the connected data, it will be get recorded on your applied steps. So let me remove one more column. So that is discount band. See here, right click, remove this column. I don't want to remove other columns. Remove this selected column. I have selected the discount band and I want to remove this column. See here, COGS and discount band columns has been removed. So what it is? So this is the formula bar which is representing based on this M language, mashup language. So backend to perform the data transformation activities, M language has been used. Okay, backend, the data transformations part, formula language. M language means it's a formula based table dot remove column. So it's a backend M language function. So which we have removed the columns has been specified, that is COGS and discount band columns has been removed. Maybe in future, I want to add only this column. Okay, I want to get added this column onto my visualization. So we are going to bring it. See here, in this formula bar itself, we can edit, no issues. Just try to select this. In future, I want to get add this column to my visualization. Validate it. So we can bring this discount band here. Okay, let me remove. Two columns has been removed. So backend formula, I mean this formula which you are observing M language functionality. Okay, mashup language. We will discuss in detail about once we'll get started our regular sessions. Okay, close and apply. So I want to affect these changes because I have removed two unwanted columns. I want to add. Okay, I want to add this table without these two columns to my Power BI desktop. So that means I want to load this table into my Power BI desktop. So close and apply the changes. Whatever the changes that I have performed, I want to apply the changes onto my Power BI desktop. So two columns has been removed, COGS and discount band. You cannot observe here. So instead of deleting these columns directly, we can perform the data transformation activities inside the tool. That is in the Power Query editor, we can perform those activities. Right? Everyone following, or else do you feel like you are going a little bit faster or else something? Everyone following? Yes, no? Fine. So we discussed about the first view, first tab, report view, data view, and the last one is model view. So here the data model activities we are going to perform. So as of now, I have connected with one table, so which is an Excel format. If you're observing, that is a financial table. Maybe if you are working with multiple tables, maybe if you are adding some data like different tables as per the report development, then we need to bring some schema development like a star schema, snowflake schema kind of a development here. We are going to bring some relationships. Okay, modeling, data modeling activities. We are going to perform if we are working with more than one. Okay, so the data model activities we are going to perform in this model view. Okay, three different views that we have. First one, by default, it is a report view where we are going to bring the visualization. And second tab, we are going to call it as a data view or else a data tab. We can see the number of tables that has been connected and also what type of a columns and information that is available on each and every table or else a file. And the last one, we are going to call it as a model view. So to bring some, like maybe if you want to do some more than one table extraction and do the data model, we are going to do that activities in this last tab now we call model view or model tab. So as of now, I have connected with one table. No need to work on this modeling part. If you are working more than one table, then we have to bring some data model here. Okay. See here how we are going to bring the visualization. So as I said, ribbon layer, right? Ribbon, home ribbon. So here itself on the home tab, select the home tab. You can see different types of a charts. So these are the different charts that are available or else get supported by your application. Okay. First, either you can try to choose the chart. Maybe I'm interested with the stack bar chart representation. I can select it and try to drag and drop these fields which is available on the right hand side onto the visual. That is one part of extraction and then visual building. So see this, I want to bring the analysis based on country wise sales. Select it. Just try to select it, those columns directly. You can see some insight. Or let me remove these columns. Just try to drag and drop. So it said drag and drop, right? Just try to drag and drop here. Okay. That is another part. And third way of development is, let me show you, as a part of new object interaction, right? Select the insight, stack bar chart. You can see a data visual. Okay, add your data to your visualization. Can you hear me, everyone? I'm back. My voice is audible, right? Okay, fine. Some network glitch. Sorry for that. So if you're observing here, it's just a kind of a drag and drop. So you have to select some visualization which is available on the home tab. So these are the by default, it will be get supported with 30 plus visualizations. If you still want to bring some advanced, okay, by default, these are the charts that are available. If you want to bring some more, okay, advanced visualization, we have an option here, get more visual. You can see here, okay, select it, select the get more visuals. So we can see more than 200 plus visualizations in this canvas. So you can see this, it's getting loaded, more than 100 plus visualizations. You can see it in this get, I mean, more visuals, get more visuals option, okay, which is available in the down. So, and one more thing, if you want to see the advanced or else a custom visual, we need to get connect with our working mail ID. So if you're observing, I have connected with this, my official mail ID. After that only I can see the get more visualizations. Otherwise, it will ask you to sign up and then we can see this advanced or else a custom visual. So these are the custom visuals. Okay. So some visuals are certified ones. So if you're observing, there is a blue tick from the Power BI. These visuals are certified visuals. So based on the performance and based on the usage from the community guidelines, it is meeting. Okay, performance and all they will try to estimate, and then only it will be get released. And some visuals are uncertified visual, like a super tables, and some like a zebra chart, some other different charts are there. Some are uncertified visuals. Maybe if you are using this uncertified visuals, it will impact your performance, or else maybe it will time taking process. So you have to select, we have to be more cautious when selecting these advanced or else custom visuals. So see here, these are all custom visuals. Maybe I'm interested with donut chart, advanced donut chart. I can try to pull it. Okay, just try to select on the top of it. You can add this visual, custom visual here. Add it. That's it. Simple. It will be get added. See this? Import the successful. I mean, successfully have imported this advanced visual. You can start utilizing this custom visual on your reporting analysis. Okay. Like that, let's try to bring some more available visuals. See here. Maybe I'm interested with line and clustered bar chart. Select it. I want to showcase this analysis by using month name wise. Okay, month name wise, I want to see the profit information. So date, just try to drag and drop, and profit, select it. So year is on the top. Maybe I want to see the data drilled down. Okay, based on the month wise, right? That's what I said. From Jan to December, I want to see that analysis. Just try to add. See here. Okay, use this double down arrow so that we can see a detailed view. Okay, drill down the data to the next level. Okay, along with that, I want to add some data labels. So each and every visual, I'll just try to add the data labels to add it. Okay, it's a kind of a simple button click. If you're observing, I'm just trying to select the visual, adding the categories or else a field metric information on the top of it. So you can see the numbers too. It's not a code. Okay, we are not writing any code here. Just selecting the visual and trying to bring some insight by trying to do some additional cosmetic changes like adding the categorical labels and so on. Okay. Let me add few cards here on the top. Maybe I'm interested with discount number. And another card, just copy paste. Okay. Once you selected this visual, right? Control C, Control V, copy paste. This card, I'll just try to add profit information. Profit, select. Maybe I'm interested with the gross sales too here. Gross sales. And one more card I will try to bring cost of goods and services. That is removed, right? Let me add another field then. Manufacturer price. Save this report. Save it. Save it. So if you're observing, whenever if you are selecting some product, the values are getting interacted so that this type of an analysis the business users are expected. Okay. And assume that you have developed this report and you want to publish it. So how we are going to publish? So as I said, we have an option to publish this to the server. Click on the publish. Select. So we are trying to publish this report to the cloud now. So it is successful. It's a button click. You can publish it. Okay. So where you are going to see it. So you are not going to share this PBX file or else a development file to the business user, right? You have to share a nice user interface. So to do that, we have just now publish it to the cloud environment. So to connect to the cloud, so as I said, right? Power BI services, app.powerbi.com is the website. So Power BI desktop, I had developed my report. This is my report. And just now I have published this report onto the cloud, app.powerbi.com. So where I have published into my workspace. So here, this is my financial open. See this? The data interaction is there. And from here, I want to share this report to the customer. So how we are going to share? So very simple. Click on the share button. Try to add their email ID so that the end user, the business user, they can try to receive their notification alert, okay, to their mailbox. So we can start adding their mail IDs. Maybe I'll just try to add some users. Like example, just try to add. See here, you can see it like this. Or let me add one more. Another name. So add it. Save. So that the business user, he will receive a notification. So once along with the notification, he can see the link also. This is the link. This link will be get visible to him. Okay. So very secured one. So even if I share this link with you, you cannot able to open this. Okay. Let me provide this link in the chat box. Cannot open because I haven't provided any permissions to you, right? I haven't added. Maybe by mistakenly someone add or else someone shared this link, you cannot open this report. Okay, that must say. So whoever received a link with the proper access, they can open this report and they can see the view and analysis to take their business decisions. The final goal should be something like they want to see some insight. So maybe this particular product Fasio, how much discount is the over the year, what is the profit, and what is the gross sales amount. Okay. So this is an end-to-end process. So I hope you like it. If you have any queries or else any concerns, just try to raise your hand so that we will discuss accordingly. And one more thing, this is I mean, few days I'm going to take the offline sessions too. It's not only the online. Let me know if you have any queries too. Tell me.
Hi, Rajendra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, just transformation. Just if like let's see, just I have a currency,
Okay.
when we are doing transformation, but if that is in a different currency format, INR, USD, and Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, right? But I would like to change that in transform into USD. How can you do that, sir?
So you already have something like INR and all. So you
Yes,
have to
it is
write.
mixed. Yeah,
So maybe example is a profit, right? So I
right.
want to add a currency symbol. Okay, I want
Right.
to add a currencies here. Go to the format. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I'll just try to add the currencies. Profit. So by default, you cannot see any currencies. If you want
Right.
to add some currency symbols, here we have the different set of currencies. Okay, but here you want to add dynamically changing from one currency to the another one. So in that kind of a scenario, we have to write a measure, okay, a kind of a switch condition. We are
Okay.
going to provide a kind of a buttons, like button in the sense we by default we have the options. See this shapes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can try to add the button. So we are going to incorporate that measure with the dynamically to these
Okay.
numbers. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that maybe if you are located in some maybe Japan, you want to see the earned currency, you can select it. Dynamically, you can see that particular symbol. Maybe I'm in India, I want to see the rupee symbol. I'm just trying to buy. I mean, if you're trying to provide the row level security, I'm in India region. I can see the Indian currency, rupees.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to write a dynamic measure and then I mean a kind of a switch condition only, simple
Yeah.
switch
Yeah.
condition.
Simply switch
Okay.
switch case, right?
Switch condition,
Yeah,
yes.
switch condition. Yeah. If
There
USD
you
is
have to
that,
pass.
then it will conversion rate multiply by conversion rate, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
If
Thank you,
required,
sir.
we'll add it. Okay, we'll share if you have some, I mean, something, if you missed something logic, I will share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, tell me.
Sir, good morning. Myself
Good.
Surya.
Hey, Surya.
Sir, I have past 2.5 year experience as a MIS in all Excel. Data is working for me. Whether it is possible to me as work as a, can I speak in Hindi?
English?
Okay, sure. Is there any possible whether I should go as a fresher or in Power BI or I can join as an experienced candidate? I have
You can
experience in
join it
8
as
years
an
as a MIS.
experience only, not a pressure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you have to learn this one and try to do some, I mean, like some advanced things like you have to practice it well so that you can go with an experience. That is my suggestion. Okay,
Okay. Oh, so you are saying that my experience is considering as joining Power BI.
correct. That overall, whatever you have to
Okay.
convert that to the Power BI like that. Okay.
Okay. What is the opportunity after completing this Power BI? Because it's
So
just
not
an
only with Power BI, maybe I mean like I have planned with Microsoft Fabrics also. So you have to advance it. Okay. So currently we are moving not only with Power BI, if you are observing all this stuff, Power BI, Data Factory, Data Engineering, complete Microsoft Fabrics, maybe I'm going to take it as a separate session, which is not only the Power BI. Okay, these many things.
If you do this
In this
discussion,
course, in this course, it will be get included only Power BI, but these are all preview features. I'm going to teach these preview features also, what it is and how it will work, how we are going to do the data engineering activities and data warehouse, how we are going to build one lake activities and all, we are going to discuss as a part of learning. Okay.
what is the growth, sir, in this? I mean, after completion, we can get jobs. What is the percentage of? Java students.
I mean, like we have to, it's a continuous learning. Good name, please, Surya.
Surya.
It's a,
Yes, sir.
it's a continuous learning. Opportunities part, we have to try hard and we have to enhance our skills. Okay. Even if you are observing Power BI, it is not stopped with Power BI only. It has been added all the data engineering stuff which you are observing on the corner downside. Okay. A monthly basis, it is on the tool, Power BI tool. It is not a static tool. Monthly basis, they will add some new features to new as per the community, as per the users interactions and all, they will add some new features too. So we have to enhance our skills day to day. Okay.
It's
Fine.
include data analyst. It's come under data analyst.
Completely data
Or,
analysis. Yes, completely data analysis, Surya. So we are doing the data analysis, right? I have taken some raw data, which is in the form of a table. Finally, for you, for easiest reference, or else assume that you are the business owner. You can easily take some quick numbers, right? You can see some numbers. So, okay,
yes,
this is my
yes.
profit, this is my gross sales. Instead of checking this data in the which is a raw format, you can see some information in this way. So where you can try to quickly take some quick decisions as per the business needs and profitable needs. Okay, fine. I will share you one more link. So how would you rate the instructor this treat you? Okay, try to respond in the chat box. And as I said, this is the full course should be an online and offline. Okay, both included. I'm going to come and if you have any queries to to ask, I'm going to come to the institute and then we can resolve it. Okay.
Sir, is there any companies will you suggest after course completion of course to
That's what
join
I
us?
said, Surya. We have to practice thoroughly. Okay. Without practice, nothing. So even the freshers also they are taking, most of the companies are taking as a junior developers, Power BI developers. Qualification is there is no proper qualification. If you are very good on designing part and learning, okay, on this very good opportunity to learn and get a job on the business intelligence side. Okay. Course fee and duration. Duration I'm going to give you. Course fee you can check with Naresh Reddy team. Okay. Duration is 35 to 40 days. Okay. Because I have this time I have included Microsoft Fabrics. Maybe I'm going to take five to 8 sessions on Microsoft Fabrics, how it will work and all. Okay. Sure. I will share it. Go through this course, but this one I have to add, okay, because this is a 2 months back released. I'm going to add Microsoft Fabrics too, which you are observing on my left hand side corner. This one also I'm going to give each and every one scenario: data engineering part, data science part, data warehouse, real-time analysis. Okay, just try to go through this course. Suresh, now you are aware of Power BI. I mean, within one session, I don't think so, but you got some idea what it is, how it will work. Suresh, you got some idea? Some idea, not completely. Hope you like the session and we'll connect tomorrow. Maybe I will come on offline or else, if possible, offline or else online. Okay, please join. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about some more interesting topic along with how this Power BI, Microsoft Fabric or Power BI, how it is going to work in the cloud environment. This part we are going to discuss. Okay. Yes, Suresh, we are going to learn it from the scratch. Okay. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day, and we'll connect tomorrow. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Maybe next week, Suresh. Next week onwards, we'll get started. It is 1 hour, and half an hour will be doubts. If you have any queries or else any, just like an interaction, one to one. Okay.
Sir, labs is also available, right, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Lab.
Surya.
If
Labs
we
are
don't
there.
have any
Lab without
laptop,
labs, how can we? I will give
no,
the
if we don't have any laptops or
no.
anything, is it,
I will give the lab session. Okay, you have to practice. Okay. If you have any queries, maybe after the session, we can connect in this. Okay, just now, how we are talking with me, you can connect like half an hour or 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
In sadhana, it's a 45 days, but I'm said right 40 days. Okay, 40 days is more than 5 because I'm going to take some additional to you, right? Additional session also. Okay. Please connect with admin. Okay, Anusha, they will provide you the number. Maybe they will call you. If you have any queries, tomorrow we will connect. Okay, notes I'm going to give you on daily basis. Presentation. Okay, thanks.
sir,
Thanks for joining.
sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, sorry for disturbing so many questions.
Last question. Okay.
Yeah, it's last. Sorry. So what
Notes,
you
some
will
people are
suggest
asking
for
in the
me?
chat box, are you going to provide the notes? Yes, I'm going to provide it in the form of a presentation. Okay. But very important things you have to note down. Okay. Yes, tell me your question.
So what you will suggest me as a MIS, whether I should go with this Power BI or any business
MIS is
analytics?
also reporting part, that one I am aware of
Yeah.
it. So it is very
Yes,
easy to learn this Power BI. And if you have a basic knowledge on Excel file, means Excel workbook, because MIS included
yeah.
with Excel also, I know that. Then
Yes.
that's writing and all are very easy to you. Okay.
Because my background is
Assignments
an
are there.
accounting.
Assignments are
Accounting.
also there, Sadhana. Sorry.
My background is an accounting, sir. I have
Fine.
completed my background as a
Accounting people logics are there, right? Accounting side logics are there. You are going to write the logics. You are going to build some insights. Even MIS also, we can try to build some analysis. So obviously, it is easy. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Hope I have answered to your queries. We'll connect tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Yeah.